Hey everybody, welcome to episode 43 of the Anthem podcast. This week we're talking about, of course, the Super Bowl. Corey's got some strong opinions about the Pro Bowl at least. The Super Bowl, well, we couldn't care less. Also an interesting quandary about Giselle and what you might or might not do or be willing to do for her. And we're introducing, like we talked about last week, the OTA Fitness Challenge for 2015. It starts this week, goes all the way through Memorial Day. So you're going to find all those details and a lot of other stuff coming up right now on the Anthem podcast.
Oh, for fuck's sake, the Patriots? Or, in case it went the other way, oh, for fuck's sake, the Seahawks? This is Corey, and this is the Anthem podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
We have to record before the Super Bowl.
So we cover all bases there?
Because I have an obligation in another state.
Yes, because we are the jet set.
Yeah, we have a jet set lifestyle, and...
Listen, fuck Chris Hardwick with his Paul McCartney and Bill Gates. We got shit that we're doing.
Yeah, I'm fucking going to Wyoming.
Well, yeah,
so
obviously.
Drink it in, bitches.
And I'm going to Vegas next weekend. Apparently, that's happening.
just like that. I like how the fact that I'm like going to Wyoming to like see Yellowstone and Ken Burns go dog sled riding.
Yeah. In
like the middle of winter, and then you're just like, "Hey, you want to go to Vegas next week?" Oh wait, yeah, right. Sorry. Like, ugh.
You bastard!
And drinking beer out of a skull of a black bear that I killed and.
No, the blood, not a beer, the blood.
Yeah,
yeah,
the blood of a bear.
I can only just picture you trying to hunt a bear.
It was just making me think of my days down at the Hippo. Anywho, welcome to the Anthem podcast. We don't know what happened with the Super Bowl.
No, but like as you said in our opening, the reality is it doesn't fucking matter.
It really doesn't.
Who cares? You cheated your way past the Ravens, the only team that was honorable enough should end up in the Super Bowl.
Right.
By the way, did you hear Adam Carolla talking about the team that the Patriots played? Did you listen?
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's the I'm like screaming at my phone. It's the Ravens. It's the Ravens game.
I like whenever I'm like listening to a radio or a show or anything, and they're just like, "Who's that guy who ran for president?" I'm just like, Mitt Romney. He's the one you're thinking about. I saw that. You know, the guy who couldn't, who said that really bad thing about like half the population is Mitt Romney. Like I go back to like elementary school where I'm like holding my hand up with my other hand because I'm holding it up so high in the air. Like, please teacher, call on me.
Now, were you that kid?
From time to time, yeah.
Yeah. See, I was always that kid. I was the one that I didn't. Every year started out with me being like, and it ended with me being the auctioneer, where I just like touch the side of my nose, and then now, I'm like, I'm not gonna make an effort anymore. You know, I know the answers. Right yep.
I would very much. I'm pretty sure teachers could read me very well, as, like, you know, like what if I knew the answer or not. I'd be in class, like
looking down and away.
When did the United States become a country? When did we sign the Declaration of Independence? July 4th, 1776.
William?
Corey? Yeah, July 4th, 1776. This is like, okay. And who can name every single one of the Supreme Court justices?
Oh, look, a butterfly. Oh, isn't that nice over there? Is she still looking?
She's still looking at me, right?
Oh, shit, okay.
I know Fragula. She's the only one I know for sure.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I was having fun with that the other day. Your status, where you're just like the 10 things you have to know.
By the way, people were sending me messages like, "Is this guy serious? Is there something wrong with him? Like, I don't want to say something if he's slow." So people think you're slow.
My favorite was supersize it. The first 3 words of the Constitution.
I think that might have been the one where somebody was like, is there something wrong with this guy? Because I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something to him if he's normal. And I was like, no, he's not normal.
I'm on fire today. But what I thought we would do is
since we don't have, this is being recorded obviously before the Super Bowl because that's how we do it. Yeah.
But luckily, because we're very sage-like,
right,
we already know what's going to happen.
But we have the play. We've recorded the play-by-play.
Well, basically, what happened is we decided that we would pitch this to ESPN.
Right.
If they wanted to just knock off early and just play this instead of their usual coverage.
Sports Ball Nightly.
Yeah. Dan Rydell and Casey McCall.
Yeah, do we have a name for our program here? This thing that we're doing?
Sports Ball.
Sports Balls.
Sports Ball Tonight.
I think it should be Sports Balls.
Okay.
Sports Balls Tonight.
It used to be
manly.
Yeah. Sports. Boom. Sports Balls.
Or wait, we have a very special episode of Sports Ball Tonight. Lance Armstrong's on the program.
We have a very special episode of Sports Balls with the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right,
Gate. That'll never die.
Yeah, you mean it'll never live? Bastards. All right.
Anywho,
so do you have that? You have that spooled up? Is the clip ready?
Yep, we're all ready. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Here we
you're
go.
leading us off. So
I am. Here we go. Getting myself in the zone. This is the stuff people don't see when we're recording.
Yeah.
When I'm like getting myself ready and I'm like
getting yourself pumped up.
Let's do this. I'm going to take Rob. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Yeah. Super Bowl 49 live from Arizona. The big game, Seattle versus New England.
Action starts in the first. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 27 when Russell Wilson finds some space and breaks out a huge run. Midfield, 30-20, when suddenly Bill Belichick ties a fair maid into a train track on the Seattle 10-yard line. Wilson runs back to save her. Both teams try to untie her, but to no avail. That dastardly no-good Nick back to his old tricks. While everyone back is turned, Vince Wilfork picks up the ball and saunters slowly down the field for a New England touchdown.
Second quarter now, Patriots leading 10-3 in the man they call beast mode. Marshawn Lynch breaks 3 tackles, stiff arms Darrelle Revis, and walks it in for a touchdown. He then immediately stabs a woman in the stands and spits in her now orphaned child's face. Hawks tie it up. Marshawn Lynch says, "Fuck your fines, NFL."
Seconds before halftime, the tie game, Patriots deep in their own territory when Richard Sherman on a cornerback blitz gives Tom Brady a stone-cold stunner. His neck is broken, certainly paralyzed, and it looks like bad news for the Pats.
Halftime show now, Katy Perry and Lenny Kravitz fuck in front of 100 million people, creating the most beautiful child in the world. A child with zero musical talent or ability.
Second half, and the Patriots are up to their old tricks. During halftime, sewing the lifeless body of Tom Brady onto that of backup quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Early in the third, we see the new seam in work as Jimmy Brady hurls a deep ball to Rob Gronkowski, who unfortunately cannot come up with it and is injured on the play. When we look at the replay, we see that the ball hit him in the fingertips and it broke both his forearms, and in the process of falling, gave him cancer. Another case of an all-pro who can't keep it from hurting himself.
Later in the third now, Bill Belichick holds a copy of the rule book in front of the referee's face as Darrelle Revis picks off a Russell Wilson pass. He then throws the ball to his own team on the sidelines and catches a new ball after he runs past all of the Seattle players. Now, according to the referees we spoke to, this is illegal, but no flag, no penalty. The New York Yankees, the New England Patriots, lead 17-10.
Fourth quarter, and Russell Wilson trying to mount a comeback. He finds Luke Wilson across the middle for a touchdown, tying the game 17-17, and just like that classic Luke Wilson movie, tells the fans, go away baiting.
Final moments of the game. Tied at 17, 3 seconds on the clock, and New England kicker Steven Gostkowski lines up for a 50-yard field goal for the win.
Pete Carroll prepared to call timeout and ice the kicker when boom goes the dynamite.
Literally! Bill Belichick throws a stick of dynamite across the field and takes out the Seattle sideline. Patriots win, Tom Brady's your MVP, and Jimmy Garoppolo gets butt-fucked by Giselle. Literally the result that nobody wanted to happen. Patriots are Super Bowl champs.
Wow, that lined up perfectly. We're good at that.
Talk about hitting the post. Hitting the post.
It's like dropped right in there.
Yeah, so listen, if you want ads done, that's how it's done.
That's exactly, yeah.
If we ever do have ads, I will want somebody who will read your ad 7 times as we drop it into a song. We don't even do songs.
Yeah.
We're just going to do it into a song. Bam, hit the post. All right.
Yeah, but
so that was
a very entertaining Super Bowl.
Yes.
But still, nobody's really happy.
And nobody cares.
Yeah, and nobody.
Least of all, Jimmy Garoppolo, apparently. Because has an unfortunate name.
He has the worst of both worlds.
He got pegged by Giselle. Interesting question.
I just like to imagine that Giselle's just like, come on, Tom. Come on, Tom,
Okay,
get your gettins.
Interesting question. You get to have sex with Giselle, right? Amazing. Giselle in her prime. Not even Giselle now. Giselle like 2002. Giselle.
Giselle now is better than most women ever.
Fair enough.
To be fair.
Fair enough. Yes. Especially better than Mia Khalifa. Anyway, but the exchange is for every moment of sex,
Yeah.
she pegs you for an equal amount of time.
Okay, so
Now, are you aware of what pegging is?
like where she puts on a strap on and
straps
just,
it on. Yeah, and now she gives you a what's for.
You see, I feel like you could waste a lot of time ahead of time
Okay.
before the actual like deed is done, you know?
No. Anything that does work for you, she gets to work on you after.
So like the entire process of her taking off her 19 layers of clothing
Yeah.
is part of the like that plays in later to the
To the time. Total time. Yeah. So, I mean, you want to get in there like you're Brady with the tearaway pants. Like,
We're doing this! Do this!
Let's do it.
Just like 4-pump jumper and then like
But you get to say you had sex with Giselle the rest of your life. So,
Yeah.
man, I banged her.
Giselle? Yeah, I had sex with that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Tell me all about it. Nah. Nah, some things are better left a mystery.
So is it worth it, though? Is it worth it? Well, I mean, I know you personally enjoy the pegging, so I don't want to call you out about that, but let's pretend you didn't enjoy it. Would it be worth it?
Here's the question. Do I have a mirror in which to look upon it happening to me?
You could, yeah.
All right, well then maybe yeah.
And your boyfriend Percy Harvin, or whatever.
Pernell McPhee?
Pernell McPhee. Your boyfriend Pernell McPhee has to watch.
Ooh.
Gets to watch.
Ooh, you know what would be better? Hold on a second. Okay, so like me and my boyfriend Pernell McPhee have a fight. Right? And it's really bad. Like he's angry.
What season of West Wing are we going to watch on Netflix? This is not a good discussion we can have.
Right. I'm like, I want to watch Two Cathedrals again. He's like, you always want to watch that. I'm like, listen, my boyfriend Pernell McPhee. It's beautiful.
Brothers in Arms? Come on.
It's beautiful. Man. Just like you. He's just like, don't think you're going to sweet talk me out of this fight. Needless to say, there's this whole love triangle thing that goes on.
With Giselle.
Yeah, I start putting the moves on Giselle. Mm-hmm. Tom's left out in the cold.
Mm-hmm. Is Giselle the baby mama, or is she the wife?
The wife.
Which one's the baby mama?
I don't know.
Didn't he have like 2 really hot women pregnant at one time?
I feel
like that's the life that Tom Brady leads. He's like, do you got a supermodel? Pregnant. It's in there.
Man, let's just put a baby in there.
I'm gonna put an audio baby in you.
Seagull in it. There we go.
Seagull again.
Seagull and a baby in there.
Oh my God! Things that I don't know think about.
Anywho, me and Giselle are in the middle of our moment.
Right. Yeah.
When all of a sudden, like bodyguard style,
mm-hmm.
my boyfriend Pernell McPhee breaks in. And Tom Brady tries to stop him, and obviously Pernell McPhee sacks him really hard.
Right.
Really hard. And then he comes and he gets me. He picks me up out of the bed and he carries me out.
Right.
Like a half-naked Pernell McPhee boyfriend.
This is like the most disturbing porn I've ever visualized.
It's not a porn, it's a romantic comedy.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Romantic comedy. I didn't realize.
I'm gonna call it 50 Shades of Pernell McPhee.
See, I just picture, in the opposite, I picture one of those where you've worked out some kind of deal with Giselle, and Pernell McPhee has to watch, and like she's putting it on you, and he's got to sit over there and watch, and at some point, like he's like talking, and like she's giving a high five to Pernell McPhee while it's going on, and like asking him what he thinks. What do you think about that?
What do you think about that, your boyfriend Pernell McPhee?
It's so complicated. I can't even. What do you think about that, my boyfriend Pernell McPhee? Like, yes, but totally worth it. Yes, you would.
See, in reality, I don't find like I don't know if there's like I don't know if there's anybody who's like that like incredible that I would be like, oh, well, I'll do anything for that moment, you know?
Right.
I'll do anything for that fleeting moment.
But you're considering it?
I mean,
you know how I know you're gay? You know how I know you're gay?
You can't just you can't just blindly say no.
You know how I know you're gay? Because you're considering it, okay? We red-blooded American males would be like, nah, not worth it. Not worth it.
I don't even like to see dicks in my porn. I don't even like to see dicks in my cereal. What?
What? Wait,
you heard me.
Yeah. Anyway, so, second scenario.
Yeah.
You either have sex with Janelle, but she pegs you, or you have to watch the Pro Bowl live.
Ugh.
Not in Hawaii either. Like that fucked up year where they did it at Giant Stadium or whatever in the cold.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather get pegged by Giselle. And I think that makes me American more than anything.
I was going to say, now that's when the situation changes. Yeah, we red-blooded American males would much rather have that.
rather have a supermodel put it in our butt than watch the Pro Bowl. That's for sure.
So I'm guessing you didn't watch it then?
No.
We were talking about the new concept as a draft where it's meaningless.
I didn't care about it before. This doesn't make me care about it more.
And they're trying to get us to care. They really want us to care about it.
I mean, if you're gonna... Number one, nobody would care about plays in it.
Right.
Because, you know, you spend all the... Week 2 of the NFL season, they're just like, don't forget to vote for the Pro Bowl.
Right.
That's number one.
Well, and at week 10, the people who are playing are the ones who were statistically eliminated in week 10.
Right.
Because they got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why Andy Dalton was part of that game.
Starting quarterback.
Yeah. Literally, I would have been better than Andy Dalton this year, and yet he's a Pro Bowler.
That's because the first 6 choices
he probably
didn't play.
He probably it's had to be more than 6.
Well, Joe Flacco is like, I got a kid. I'd rather stay at home with my new baby crying for the night.
Jimmy Garoppolo with Tom Brady tied to him, human centipede style, is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton.
Right.
We did some sort. You know what we should do? Oh my God! All right, so here's how we fix the Pro Bowl.
You just had such an excited look on your. I'm disturbed already.
Here's how we fix the Pro Bowl.
Right.
All right. So we number one, it should be a lot of like parlor games. Like it should be going to like a Globetrotter game.
Okay, so it's like, inside now.
Well, no. I mean, like it can still be outside.
Okay.
But just like a lot of like, you know, running back, running out to the outside and being like spinning the ball on his finger, and everyone's just like, "Wow, how'd you do that?" And then they throw it over top of him, and like that.
Sure.
It's a lot more campy.
Okay.
And then penalties should be associated with things that happen.
Okay.
So holding,
like
you know, there's holding on Michael Orr, because that seems like a reasonable thing that happens.
Or a false start, maybe.
Yeah. So for the rest of the series, Michael Orr has to be tied to the ankle of another player.
See, I was thinking
have like their ankles tied together.
Holding, you have to hold hands. You have to hold hands
with the other lineman for the next play. I still think that the penalty box scenario of football would be something fun.
Yeah,
where it's like defensive pass interference, Darrelle Revis, you have to sit out for 4 plays, and then you got to play 11 on 10.
The problem is that if for offensive penalties, eventually, first of all, we're getting closer to touch football when the quarterback's concerned, and taking out offensive linemen. You know, you have Joe Flacco's backing up, and he's got nothing on the left-hand side. Just nothing on the blind side of the line. Like, this is going to be a problem. All right.
It would be so much fun if you lost the actual player, like the position for that whole time.
Rather than just the person.
Yeah, so, like, if you lost, like, the center, like, holding on the center, then all of a sudden,
Flacco's
like,
holding it?
Flacco's got to hold the ball.
Shotgun!
Shotgun! And I... Just puts it on the back of another lineman.
Yeah.
Like,
or you know who would thrive in that?
What?
Belichick, because he could just like rotate who's eligible and ineligible up and down the line, and sure, why not?
Julian Edelman's my center. I don't give a shit.
Everybody shifted down. Brady is literally standing behind the slot receiver. Everybody else is further down. Like, all right, wait, how do we figure out who's eligible? Don't worry, it's fine.
I almost guarantee. Okay, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Rob and Rachel will have to be my witness on this.
Okay.
That I said this before the Super Bowl.
Hallelujah.
But I imagine that at some point during the Super Bowl, the Patriots are going to try and pull that play where like Tom Brady like is acting like he can't hear through his helmet, and he like starts walking off the field like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" And that's when they like direct snap to like
whatever his name is.
Yeah, LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah,
and
you
then
have to make sure nobody's moving though, because only one player can be moving at a time.
Yeah.
Everybody sets. Tom takes a walk over, stops and look at the sideline like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Hike behind him.
Right. That play will happen.
Isn't it of Little Giants? I feel like that's from the movie Little Giants.
I feel like every football movie has done it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rudy. They did that all the time in Rudy.
Right, they did the direct snap in Rudy too.
And they did what's that other one? Brian's song. Happened in Brian's song. Mighty
Unnecessary
Ducks.
Roughness.
The longest yard, both the original and the other one that we won't speak of anymore.
Do you remember Unnecessary Roughness? Kathy Ireland played a kicker. Kathy Ireland.
The Replacements.
You don't see you know.
A Keanu Reeves football movie.
Wait, wasn't he banging a cheerleader in that?
Yeah.
So it was basically like high school for Keanu Reeves. He's right back.
I was an extra in that movie.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
It was at Raven Stadium.
Oh, extra like you were in the stands.
Yeah, I was in the stands.
Whatever.
Yeah, still counts. Still counts.
Is it on your IMDb page?
It's uncredited.
Okay, well.
In crowd, it says.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I need an IMDb page. I'm slacking on that.
You do.
Yeah.
And Corey Bickett, filmmaker, once that's up.
Oh,
Slacker.
Fuck yeah.
And the list of shit that you didn't do that we made last week that nothing got done.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
actually, there is. I need to talk to you about one of them.
Okay, good. So here's what I'll say. The All-Star game in baseball used to be like the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, like who was it? Dykstra that turned his helmet around? No, Kruk turned his
Kruk,
helmet
yeah.
around, and flipped the bat around, and sit on the other side.
Right.
Now it means something. So now they take it seriously.
Right.
Like, it's still a lot of fun, and we're still like, yeah, let's be, but it's serious business because it's home field advantage. They got to find that for the NFL. I don't know what you get. I mean, I don't know what you do. But there's got to be something.
I just feel like, you know what's great? The best part of every single All-Star game is not the game itself, but the ancillary things.
Right.
The home run derby, the slam dunk contest.
Right.
In the NHL, they have like the thing where they go around all the. Yeah, okay. But like at the Pro Bowl,
sorry, but you're talking about football again?
at the Pro Bowl, they don't do anything like that.
No, it's like let's.
They don't have like a
eat.
throw a football in a bucket from 60 yards away or anything like that.
No, see, some of the stuff they do have, like NFL Network, for what it's worth, they show the kickers, but it's not a contest. They just kind of go out there and they start challenging each other to, like, from the sideline at 60 yards, putting it through the uprights. I was watching I feel like that might have been not this year. It probably wasn't this year. I think it was a couple years ago. But yeah, and I'm like, why wouldn't you do this? Look at that. They're playing horse. The kickers are playing horse.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, what are you going to do? All right, I'm going to kick it off your head through the uprights over there. Like Michael Jackson.
You know what you could do? You get a defensive tackle showdown where you put, like, a team's fan base on, like, one of those things that they push.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then there would be, like, a huge disadvantage for, like, Steeler fans because all their fat, lardy faces.
Fuck Steelers.
Fucking Steelers.
Yeah, I made like the best simile the other day about Steelers.
New England would have a really easy time because they don't really have people who care about them.
Yeah, they do.
They have a couple.
They're all empty-headed though, so they're really light. They're full of hot air and shit. So
that shit's light.
By the way, I like how this started out with the Super Bowl, and we're just like, I care so little about the Super Bowl. I can't. Does it ruin it that they played the commercials beforehand, by the way?
Yeah.
No matter how bad the game was, we had the commercials.
Yeah.
But now the best ones are already...
Yeah, Well, you know why they do that is so that they can get a little bit of buzz going for their...
No, and I get that, but come on, man. Like, that's why we go, we watch.
Yeah.
Even if the game sucks, even if there's not a team who cheats and turns the light out middle way through the game.
Right.
We still have the commercials.
Ooh, I wonder if Belichick did that. Seems like his MO.
No, if Harbaugh was went to work for the Patriots, I'd be like, hey. Seems like your MO. I don't really know about this. By the way, you know what MO stands for?
Mission objective?
No.
What?
Modus operandi.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, I'm playing a lot of
Trivia crack?
Trivia Crack, which, by the way, it is totally crack.
Yeah.
And those chumps who are paying for stuff, I'm whipping your ass for free. I'm just telling you.
I don't have time for games.
I have time for games. I do it while I'm driving. It really it entertains me on my drive.
And this is recorded for posterity. So, if you got hit by Rob and you're now injured for life,
sorry.
Maybe you want to subpoena his phone and find out if he was playing Trivia Crack at the time.
Let me tell you what happens. If I get in an accident of any kind, the first thing that happens is I throw my phone off the road and into the river.
You get out of your car, you launch your phone into the river, and then you just walk around going, no habla inglés, no habla inglés.
¿Qué?
No insurance, no insurance. And then you run into the woods.
The opposite direction of the phone. Yeah. I don't want to lead him towards the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you got to come back for that later.
With the phone?
Yeah.
No, total loss. Let it go.
Oh, you're just...
Let it go. Stomp it first and then throw it. The thing that I love.
Light it on fire.
If I could, I totally would. I don't know that you can light a phone on fire. Is it flammable?
I don't know. You want to find out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Somebody have an iPhone? No? Fair enough.
Well, you can put it in the microwave and it explodes.
I don't really want to do that.
Well, no.
There's a chance you burn down the house if that happens. Yeah. Although I'm fine with doing that here.
Well, no, because I love speaking of it, of iPhones, I love that there was like the thing going around on the internet where it's just like the new feature in the iPhone is you put your phone in the microwave and set it for like 50 seconds and it'll charge 100%. Yeah. And then there's like all these pictures of people going like, oh, by the way, this thing isn't real. Don't think you can put your iPhone in the microwave for 50 seconds and it'll charge 100%? That's totally a lie. Because I just did it, and here's a picture of my iPhone after it exploded.
Wasn't there an app that was supposed to make it waterproof too? And people were like dunking it in water, like, "Ah, you assholes!"
A friend of mine was pitching an app where he's just like, "It's how far in the air can you throw your phone?"
And the accelerometer.
So the idea is, you would just throw your phone in the air as high as you could and try to get a new high score. Oh my god.
iPhone users, you make it so easy, really. I mean, don't be so dumb. Because we laugh at that because we're Android users. See, now people at home are like, wait, there's an iPhone app that I can see how high I can throw my phone? They're paying 99 cents right now to download that.
Paying 99 cents for something that still has ads.
Oh.
Ooh. Anywho. You know what? Actually, reasonable point of contention.
Yes.
There's two major players in the smartphone space. Mm-hmm. There's Apple and there's Android.
Windows.
Well, realistically,
yeah.
If we're talking about the percentage of market share.
Okay, so yes, and that's operating systems, not phone.
Right, not phone specific. Because if you want to, you got to break down Android 15 different ways between, Samsung and Motorola and LG and.
Although, do you know iPhones use a microchip that is made by the same.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Stop right there.
Yeah.
You mean there's a microchip in the phone?
There's actually a little man who's plugging in.
there's a little old timey woman in there who's like
5473 to Cincinnati. Exactly right.
5972 to Topeka.
Exactly. Yeah. That's it. By the way, I downloaded Reddit is Fun.
Yeah,
that's an Android app for everybody.
Because there's not an official Reddit app.
Right. Yeah, and the TIL subreddit. It blows my mind, like, every single day. I just go on there and I wander around and learn new things.
Now, for the layman,
TIL is Today I Learned.
Oh.
So it's like random facts.
Well, I could put in there the TIL, Today I Learned.
Hey.
There we go.
I go in there for two reasons. I go in there to make fun of the stupid people who are like, today I learned that the sun is a star. I'm like, down. And then I'm the stupid person in other occasions where I'm like, oh shit, I feel like I should have known that. That's probably a thing I should know.
Today I learned that the sky is green, and it actually only appears blue.
I don't think that's a thing.
It is a thing.
No.
It is.
The sky is all colors. Blue is just the diffusion of blue. No, it's not. The smartest person in the room says no.
Oh, We're going to have an OTA knowledge. I'm not going to play in trivia crack, but I'll find some other way.
Well, speaking of challenges...
We should do like an SAT or something like that.
Maybe just an IQ test.
All right, I'm fine with that.
Let's do that.
Do you have an official IQ test?
Yeah.
What was your score?
212.
You are a liar.
No, 212.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I need paperwork.
I'm in the top 0.01%. Top 0.01%.
Yeah. Is it like metric or something like that?
No.
Or some other kind of crazy math where in reality it's like a 99?
The 212 actually becomes 99. No, 212.
All right. Well, I want to see the paperwork. I want to see you do it again.
See, now here's the thing. That happened.
Hold on a second.
Before...
Listen to me backtracking here.
Yeah. Wait. Pause. Rewind. That happened before a lot of other things happened, like college and living with you for a few years, and living with She Who Should Not Be Named for a few years. So I don't know that the IQ changes. I just mean that I've caused myself significant brain damage in that time.
I think
what's significant to me and what's significant to a layman is obviously...
You know what might be the more interesting way of doing this?
Mm-hmm.
We each take an IQ test 3 times.
Okay.
Once completely sober.
Right.
Like once fucking drunk as shit.
Right.
And then once like inebriated on some other manner.
Okay.
Like a third is like of choice.
No, because I was thinking sober, drunk, hungover.
Ooh.
Just do it. Bang out. How long? They're like 3 hours, right? So that's a significant time.
Yeah.
But no,
you'd have to do them like at different times though.
No, I was thinking do it, drink, do it, sober up,
do it, drink, do
sleep,
sleep, wake up, hungover,
do it again. Because when I took it, the first time I took it, I got a 178 or 178 is what I got on my LSAT. Like a 186 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But
I was sick, like had the flu, and I felt like shit. But it made me qualify for the Gifted and Talented program, which I was in. By the way, check out the brand on this guy. I was in the Gifted and Talented program. So a 186 puts you up in like the top 4% or something like that. And my mom was like, I know you're smarter than that. We're going to have you do that again. And I did it again. I got a 212. It's not a big deal. It really means nothing. Because it doesn't tell you how smart you are. It just tells you about your ability to learn.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, I've said this about Mensa before.
Yeah.
Because I was going there all the time, and...
It's full of stupid people. But
oh, God. The amount of stupid people you'll see there is just, like, shocking.
And pretentiously stupid because they think you're smart because they're in fucking Mensa.
I have pulled up the smartest... What is this here? Superscholar.org. 30 smartest people alive today. Now, even though they're using IQ as a way to define smart,
right?
Which is we have already claimed is not. It's just your ability to be intelligent. It's sort of like horsepower,
right?
Like your car has the capability of 200 horsepower,
right?
If you're maxing it out,
yeah.
But usually you're just cruising around at 100 horsepower. Or
sure.
Whatever.
Okay.
So let's see here. They're saying Paul Allen's between 160 and 170.
Seems fair.
I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. A lot of ugly people. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, what does it say in NGTs is?
What?
NGTs. What is his?
I'm looking for it. I don't see it here.
Oh.
I think only some of them have...
No, because I read somewhere he was at 207 or 205 or something like that.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make. I don't think that's a real number.
Well, no. The problem is that it's all about.
Let's just get down to the.
It's the test.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's see.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking's.
Well, and so another thing I read about Stephen Hawking is that there's a disadvantage for people taking the test. Obviously, for him, he has a disadvantage taking the test. You would too.
Because he's English.
Well, yeah, but you would too. Like, I have the ability, an innate ability to just, like, take test and be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You would be like, oh, shit, I got to get into test mode, and, oh, shit, is that a butterfly? And, like, yeah, so it affects you badly.
Nope.
That's not true?
Not true. In fact.
You could take tests and nail it down?
Yeah, I'm fantastic at tests.
Okay.
It's my number one academic skill is taking tests.
So, what was your IQ then?
135.
That's respectable. And it's not quite half of mine.
It's over genius, so I guess that's...
No, wait. 135 is just above average.
No, it's not.
It's above
100
average.
is average.
Right. That's above average.
Well, we're splitting P's and Q's here.
No,
which is totally an expression I just made up.
Splitting P's and Q's,
Yeah.
apparently. No, but so, there's a lot of different factors. Somebody said that if you were to take it in the room and they change it by 5 degrees, it can cause your result to go up by 10 or down by 10 or whatever.
I could believe that. I don't think it's like a number that like...
It means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's you might as well take it online.
I just like saying it because when they sent the results back, they like called us in. It was for the Gifted and Talented program, and like called us in, and we all sat down, and they were like, "We have a lot of programs that Rob could really, really benefit from." And then I showed up on the day to sign up, and I signed up for this natural science one, which isn't what I like at all. But there's a really cute girl who flirted with me, so I was like, "I'll take that one," and completely wasted my time in the program altogether, flirting with this girl who's 4 years older than me, who I then hooked up with like 6 years later, and she's now married. So that happened. That's the story of my life. Super smart, wasted opportunity over a girl. She's now married with kids, and I'm sitting here in this basement with you.
Well, I have an idea.
Okay.
Maybe something that can tip the scales back.
Sure.
I mean, we're not in the best shape in the world.
No.
Neither one of us.
No.
We're certainly not Ryan Reynolds.
Certainly not.
Just to pick one.
Just to pick one of many people. He's one of the 2 billion people who are in better shape.
One of many people who are in better shape.
Right, yeah.
Turtle now, as opposed to Turtle before.
Right, yeah. We're much closer to...
Turtle before.
Turtle before, yeah.
Fuck Turtle.
Yeah. Fuck Turtle.
I'm having PTSD flashbacks.
We should go to that story again next episode. We'll talk about that with our Valentine's Day stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck Turtle! God damn.
Oh, man, Rob, you jerk off. But,
another occasion where I think I had sex and I cock blocked you. It's like
you didn't have sex that night.
I didn't?
No.
Crazy wasn't there when we got home?
Oh, I don't know.
I think Crazy was there when we got home.
Maybe.
She like showed the fuck back
slamming her head into the wall. So like, I was waiting for you to get here. Anywho, if you are like me and Rob and many others who are not as in shape as, per se, Ryan Reynolds.
Or that you would want to be, you're not as healthy as you would like to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
Rob has a wonderful idea.
I have a fantastic idea.
Rob is trying to get you all off the couch and into the gym.
As you know.
Out of my dreams and into my car.
As you know, we here at the Anthem podcast, we care about our listeners.
Yes.
Really, each one of you, all 10 of you, you mean so much to us individually. So,
in addition, we care about my health. Now, excuse me while Rob talks and I drink this 16 fluid ounce Red Bull that has nothing but caffeine in it.
So, what we would like is we would like you to be able to listen.
My heart!
We would like you to be able to listen to this podcast long after both of us are dead and somebody else has taken over. When somebody else is taking over, we'd enjoy that you can keep listening. So in order to do that, we have to work on our health. And of course, we are at that magic time where the New Year's resolutions have worn off.
Yeah.
And they've been lost in the fervor of a Super Bowl shoving food from both directions into my face. And saying,
6 foot hero, like
I'm gonna work through all 6 feet of it. Don't worry. Like I pick the whole thing up, and they're like, "That's for everybody." I'm like, "That's what you thought," and then
you didn't plan well enough.
Yeah, and I just start feeding it into my head.
Just doing conveyor belt.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So,
like a wood chipper.
So what we have proposed is that we will have a fitness challenge for 2015.
Okay. Well. I am John Q. Listener, and I have a question.
Sure, go.
I'm not really fit right now.
Right.
What do I have to do? I mean, like, do I have to, like, go to the gym this week?
Sure.
And, like, meet you up, and I have to do push-ups and shit, and you're going to count my push-ups?
No. Okay, so we also trust our listeners, and this is going to be a lot of self-reporting.
Okay.
But so here are the rules, if you will. They're very easy.
I have to lose 100 pounds by next week.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
You shouldn't. That would be very unhealthy.
Okay.
The only way you could lose 100 pounds is if you cut off your head. I don't know that we would know a noticeable difference. But just don't do that anyway. Or a leg. Maybe a leg.
Just my flap starts to... my throat flap.
Britney Spears from South Park.
Just get one of those speaking... one of those smoker things.
Hey guys, how are you?
Guess who smoked too much in his life and now talks like this?
Really
This is
shouldn't.
Corey and this is the Anthem podcast.
I was gonna say we really shouldn't laugh because at some point you're literally gonna plug in your voice box to
Like
directly
into
to the
the
board.
box?
Yeah, because all your smoking will have killed you.
By then, I hope that there's like a really compelling like artificial voice.
Sure, not that robotic thing.
Yeah. So like I can just plug in and it'll just be like, "Hi, my name's."
Oh my God!
Hi, I'm Corey, and this is the Anthem podcast. Corey sounds hot.
Yeah, that's in 2035 after
I want to
Corey
fuck that lady boy.
after Corey undergoes his sex change operation that he's saving up for now. So anyway, we want you to be healthy.
My new name's Mallory.
Mallory?
I don't know. The West Wing on the brain.
Oh, I was gonna say because you picked like the ugliest girl name possible.
Mallory in the West Wing was quite a looker.
Yeah, but it's an ugly girl name.
You think?
Yeah, it would be like it's like an old lady name.
Like
know what I mean?
Dolores?
Like Dolores. It rhymes with a name part of the female anatomy.
Mulva? All right, back to this fitness challenge because I want to know more.
Yeah, so here's how the fitness challenge is going to work. In order to enter the fitness challenge, the very first thing you need to do is to take a picture of yourself and post it on Instagram. Now, if you don't have an Instagram, you can also do Facebook, Twitter, anywhere where you can reach the Anthem podcast, which you'll hear at the end of the show.
Yep.
Any of those places, you need to take a picture of yourself and post that picture. Not in like undressed. This is not your check-in picture. This is here's my face. I am participating.
Right.
And you need to tag the Anthem.
If you want to send a half-naked picture,
that's different.
You find at Robert N. Cheek on Snapchat.
And then you send it to me there. Not Snapchat because it'll disappear. Instagram direct message. That's what we do.
Or Rob's telephone number, which is 410.
So, yeah, let's not do that. That'll end badly. So you just post a picture of you, and what we would like is that you hold up a piece of paper or sign or whatever you want to do, and put on that paper hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge. And from now on, what we would like you to do as we go through this, we'll get into the rules in a little bit, but as you go through, keep us updated. It's leg day at the gym. Doesn't that suck? Picture, Instagram, hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge.
Yeah.
And so as you progress along this, you're doing a little meal prep, which I'm going to start doing on Sunday because I hate myself and I want to die. I'm going to take a picture of all the rice cooking in the rice cooker and say hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge. So that'll be a way that you can keep track.
Yeah.
And Corey will be laying in bed watching West Wing on his phone, and he'll take a picture of the Chinese food sitting on his stomach as he lays in bed.
Just precariously on my...
Hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge.
Taking pieces of sesame chicken and flinging them towards my mouth.
Hoping for the best, really. Wearing one of those big cones like the dogs wear.
So I can
get it in the cone.
So I can collect.
Yes, get it in the cone in the general area. So
eating a bag of egg rolls like lasagna in Garfield.
Yes, exactly right. So that'll let everybody know that you're participating. We're inviting everybody to come in and join. Anybody and everybody. There's no fee. There's no nothing. It's you are stepping up and you're joining in. Now, to actually join the competition, that picture's not enough. What we need you to do is to send an email to us. And you are going to include a picture that's your check-in picture, if you will. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear my black gym shorts and my black wife beater. And then that way, as we progress through, I'm going to keep that same outfit. And you'll be able to see the relative change because the clothes stay the same.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what you should do, too. Take that picture. You want to include, and I'll say in advance, we're not going to start posting people's pictures or anything online.
Yeah, waiter.
None of that's going to come out. It's all going to be in the email. It's only for comparison purposes.
Yeah, there's not going to be any, like, We just got an email from Gary, and he weighs 390 pounds.
Look at this picture.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, none of that stuff.
That's a number.
Judgment Free Zone.
Yes.
Hashtag Judgment Free Zone. Hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge.
Yep.
So we need you to send us a picture to OTA Fitness Challenge at gmail.com. Just that simple. OTA Fitness Challenge at gmail.com. Include a picture of yourself. That's going to be your check-in picture. Your starting weight and your starting BMI. You can figure out your BMI on any number of websites. And the code word for this week. Guess what this week's code word is, Corey?
Profiterole.
No, I don't even know what that is. I don't think that's a real word.
It's a type of food.
Profiterole?
Yeah.
It's like a food additive?
No, it's like a French pastry.
I want to punch you in the face. Okay, do you know what the code word is for this week, Corey?
Ribs.
Not ribs. No, we're going to avoid things like that. We're going to avoid triggers for people because we don't want to trigger them to go eat ribs.
Oh, misery.
No, because it's not miserable. We're doing this to be happier. That's the thing. And here's what anybody will tell you. Anybody, and so I'm going to go into a little bit of the story, and you can too because you've done this too.
Yeah.
You are not where you have been at what you would call like the pinnacle of your life.
No, there is a picture that I hope makes its way to the video.
Right, yeah.
Where, and it's actually kind of funny how me and you have, we've either both been big at the same time.
Right.
Or I've been at my lowest and you've been at your highest.
Right.
Or I've been at my highest and you've been at your lowest.
We've never been skinny together.
Yeah, we've never been skinny at the same time.
Yeah, thank God, because let's say...
Until now.
We'd be... Oh, after the challenge.
Yeah, after the challenge.
Not right now.
Not right this second. Not right this second.
Right.
My rolls have rolls.
But no, so, listen, I there was a time many years ago, I got up to 365 pounds, and I was freaking miserable, and
when you had the beard and everything like that, you looked like a mountain man.
Oh, it was just all of it was horrible. Just the entire thing was horrible. And I said, one day I said, you know what, I've had enough, and we're going to change this thing. And 2 years later, down to 160, from 360 to 160 in the course of 2 years. Freaking amazing. I am not at 160 anymore.
No.
And 160 wasn't healthy. It wasn't a good weight for me because I was focusing on the number and not. We are focusing on health. Yeah. Which is why, although weight loss is going to be one factor, we're also going to count in BMI and percent of weight loss. And we'll, at the end of it, we'll tell everybody how we're going to calculate everything to come up with a winner. But basically, this is a little friendly competition for everybody to get in shape. I'm hoping to get back down. I'll tell you, my goal is to get back down to 180. Now, I don't think that's going to happen before Memorial Day, which is the close out of us. Obviously, everybody's at their January New Year's resolutions. You want to be fit by summertime. Now it's February, and we're like, well, fuck that. And, you stop going to the gym already.
I've already not done anything,
right.
so.
I went to on vacation in the middle of January, and fuck that. I don't know how that happened, but
I went to Hibachi Grill.
Yeah.
9 separate times during the course of January.
Of the day. I mean, January, yeah.
9 separate times last week.
But yeah, so we're giving you inspiration to stay on track and get it done. And what I hope is creating a group. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody to get on Instagram, use the hashtag. So when you're like, I don't want to go to the gym today, we all have those days. Yeah. I had that day today. Just don't want to go to the gym at all. Go on Instagram, go on Twitter, go on Facebook, hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge, and see all these other people who are doing it. And everybody who's going out and getting work done.
And you know what? Furthermore.
Yeah.
I think if you want your picture, if you're really proud of what's going on,
sure,
and you want it passed along,
yeah,
let us know.
Well, feel free to post it.
I'll put your picture up on the Facebook or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we could put it up on Corey's page, and
way to go, Henry.
Yeah, you'll get a reach of like 240 people. I'll put it on my page. You'll get a reach of like 6,005 people, and it'll be totally great. No, so this week's code word, just to start out, it's hashtag, not the word, the actual image, hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge. So all you have to do is send us an email with your picture, your weight, and your BMI, and the code word, hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge.
Sounds good to me.
That'll start out. And then every week we're going to give a code word. Every week you send in a picture wearing your same little outfit so that you can check in and see how you're doing. And then Memorial Day weekend, Saturday at noon is the cutoff. and then we'll be recording our Memorial Day episode, and we'll see how it shakes out. We'll see where everybody is.
And then we were kind of casually talking before we started here about having some sort of event.
Right.
I think we should. I like the idea of having like an Iron Man or something like that. But
I don't think we're doing an Iron Man. I was joking. I don't want to do an Iron Man.
Okay.
I have no interest in that. But we can get together. We should get everybody together, and we'll go do something.
Ooh, you know what we could have? We could have like a pickup baseball game or something like that.
That would be. Oh, wiffle ball.
Ooh, wiffle ball would be fun too.
Or like kickball or something like that.
Yeah, some.
Because I don't like the idea of baseball because people who aren't so coordinated. Wiffle ball is great.
Softball.
It's like a slow pitch. Yeah, we could do slow pitch. Something.
Anytime we play anytime we hear the word softball, I think of the thing from Simpsons. It's like when you get to first base, you have to drink a beer.
Okay.
When you get to third base, you got to drink a beer. Anytime that you score a run, you have to drink a beer. It's like, come on, we've all played softball before.
It won't be that because we'll be healthy.
Yeah, we'll all be. You know what I'm gonna do?
Not drink.
Well, I haven't really been drinking anyway,
So
drinking a lot of Coke. I need to stop that shit.
that is number one for me. I'm gonna win this competition, this friendly competition. It's not about winning; it's about being healthy.
I'm gonna beat the ever living shit out of you because I'm gonna stop drinking Coke and drop like 60 pounds like that.
Who knows? I'm gonna start doing meal planning or meal prep, and look out.
I think we got to get this podcast wrapped up so I can go upstairs and eat some stuffed crust cheese pizza that's sitting in the fridge.
Right. I'm starting.
Ooh, it's delicious.
See, this is going to drop on the 3rd, right? Tuesday?
Yeah.
I'm starting on Monday the 2nd. I already know if I start tonight, I'm going to throw it away in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, and football game and everything else. FanFest, football game.
Yeah.
All of that, I'm just going to throw it away. But I did want to share one other little tidbit of information with you. We have another wonderful victory in the OD Anthem umbrella. So I submitted the second book, autobiography, and another 48-hour acceptance. Yay! So I have another book coming out. We're aiming for May. We're aiming for a release date in May.
Ooh.
So everyone who is going to see 50 Shades of Grey in a couple weeks, maybe you skip it. Maybe you read my book instead. My book's like better.
It's like the adult version of 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. It's the
not the little kid version.
It's not the PG rated version. It's certainly rated R. It's fully rated R. I'll say that. But yeah, so make sure you send those emails. I'm going to say that again real quick. It's otafitnesschallenge@gmail.com. This week's code word is #OTAFitnessChallenge. Make sure you go on Instagram and send us your pictures and that email with your first check-in picture and your weight and BMI for the start, and we'll see where we are come Memorial Day.
Sounds good to me.
And basically my policy is going to be you can join at any time. You don't really feel like you need to participate every single week, but in order to win
cash money,
cash prize, you need to have every code word from every week.
Yeah.
Now,
so at least email us with the code word.
And I mean, listen, you can wait and do it all at the end if you want, but you're going to have to find the code words in order to win. And maybe we say it at the beginning of the episode, maybe we say it at the end of the episode, maybe in the middle I'm like, oh yeah, don't forget, this week's code word is blah. So you're going to have to come in and participate, and in that, it's not just going to be secret code word drop in, it's going to be encouragement. Corey, look at you. I haven't seen you drink a soda all week. Fantastic. You're looking great. If you were a prettier man, I wouldn't punch you in the face. But as it stands, I'm going to punch you in the face.
As it currently stands, boom! And a boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah. So, in conclusion, Super Bowl, who cares? What's your prediction, though?
Oh, Seahawks.
Well, Patriots are underdogs by 2 points.
Are they still?
Yeah. At least they were when I saw. I don't know if it's changed, but
last time I saw it, I thought they were a favorite by a half. So it was basically like a pick 'em.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I like Seahawks.
Yep. I want the Seahawks to win.
I don't really want either of them to win, but I guess I want the Seahawks to win.
Is it the Super Bowl can't end in a tie, right? There's special playoff rules.
Yeah, they keep going.
It's the longest Super Bowl ever. We're 9 hours into the Super Bowl, still tied.
We're in the 15th overtime. Chris Collinsworth is eating his own leg.
No, he isn't eating his leg. They've called him down. They've signed him to a one-day deal because they need somebody to come in and finish.
We got a Bob Cassis on the sideline. Bob, what?
His eyes are bright red. I've been awake for 15 overtones.
If I never see my family again.
Tell them I love them.
Tell my wife I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I hope. Here's the thing. I hope the Seahawks win. I have a sneaking suspicion that the Patriots are going to pull it out.
I think we did good here today.
Sure.
Do we have anything else?
I think that was it. Look for my book in May.
We do have one more thing.
What's that?
If you want to connect with Oh the Anthem, you can do it at ohtheanthem.com, Corey at ohtheanthem.com, Oh the Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's the number again?
443-219-7595.
And you can find me on all your social networks at Robert N. Cheek. Deaddrop.com. We had our best month ever on a deaddrop.com.
Woo!
Woo! So, so keep checking out your favorite and most undiscovered news stories there. And we're going to revamp the site at some point. It's on the list of things that we didn't accomplish this week. So
there's going to be more things.
More things.
with that
More,
website.
yeah, more things coming. But go and check it out now. 2015
is going to be the best year ever.
It is going to be the best year ever.
Until 2016 comes around, and then we blow 2015 out of the water.
It's like the best decade yet. The best year yet.
Best year yet.
Yeah, exactly right. TheMovementInsurrection.com. Go there, buy my book.
Buy Rob's book.
We have another book coming, and you're not going to know what happens in the second book. You're not going to really understand it unless you read the first book. That's not true. It totally stands alone. But whatever. You should buy the first book anyway. And
you won't enjoy it as much.
Not as much. Foundingthefuture.us for my blog and all my crazy political rantings and all that nonsense. I think that's everything, right? At Robert and Cheek is... find me on Trivia Crack. At Robert and Cheek is my name on Trivia Crack. Come find me. Come play me on Trivia Crack so I can whip your ass and show you my 212 IQ. I'm going to just whip it out and put it right on the table.
Which I still feel is not
totally accurate. I'm took the test. What do you want?
212 IQ. Just whip out a party weenie. Just drop it on the table. Just be like, yep. That looks like a lagoon.
Do you know what that is? No, because you're not smart enough. Sorry.
Maybe if you played a little Trivia Crack.
I am sorry that I'm in the 0.01% smartest people in the world. It's a small club. It's very small.
Yeah.
You're not welcome to come to our meetings.
Your 200 IQ meetings.
Yes, exactly.
Just you by yourself.
It's me sitting in a room with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's like, "Who are you again?" I'm like, "Fuck you, Neil," because we're on first name basis. Yeah.
He's just like, whatever you say, angry white man.
Is he wearing his star vest? His like sun and star vest?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
NGT.
I really want to meet him.
Yeah.
He's like my hero. Him and Bill Nye. Someday when we're famous, I want to have both of them on a podcast.
Okay.
Sure. So as
and
always...
then, most of the time I'll just be like, so this space thing, it really goes on forever? It doesn't seem like that's very logical, does it?
And hopefully we'll have a studio by then.
You guys think you're pretty smart.
We'll have a studio by then, and I can just like signal and lower your mic down, so then the guys with IQs above 175 can talk.
So what do you think about this whole Pluto nonsense?
Oh, God, that would be so insulting. Because he's the guy. He's the guy who made Pluto not a planet.
NGT?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Haiti Planetarium. Yeah.
Man, me and NGT are going to get down on this.
Technically, it was the board. He's like the director, but the board decided.
Yeah, but he's the face of it.
Yeah. He's the one who actually went over and was like, and erased it off the board. Yeah. It was on him.
Yeah, we're going to have words about this.
Yeah. So in 10 years when we have Neil deGrasse Tyson on. Sure. Yeah.
We should just tweet him and be like, hey, you want to be on our podcast?
He probably would. We'll come to New York. We'll come to New York and do our interview with NGT. Yeah. Come on, Hardwick. Come at me.
I'll find you.
We'll travel.
I'll find you.
Anyway, so
go to New York, record a podcast with Neil deGrasse Tyson, Michael Bloomberg, and Jim.
Jim, yeah, we have to get Jim on. Yeah, it would have to be Jim. Anyway, so I hope everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl. Good luck, everybody, on your hashtag OTA Fitness Challenge first week. And as always, you were listening to the Oh the Anthem podcast, part of the Oh the Anthem digital network. For Corey, this is Rob. Have a great week, everybody.
Pluto's always a planet to me.
Your mom's a planet.
Your mom's a nice lady.
Jimmy Brady's a planet.
Long live Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, there you have it. Episode 43 of the the Anthem podcast is in the books, as is Super Bowl 49. We hope you enjoyed the show. Before you go, make sure you check out The Blind Date, one of the the Anthem Genesis series, and of course the episode from last week. Like and subscribe so you make sure you don't miss out on any of the action we have coming for you later on this year. Other than that, have a great week, everybody.